everybody, Happy New Year's. Welcome to Naughty's Nest Egg and Libby. We are here.
Badass Elf the Grinch.
And my spouse. We are here to explain our January, what is it called? I can't remember. Declutter, but that's not what it's called. Minimalist challenge. Oh. Is that what it's called?
I don't know. You started it.
3 years. I got it from Shell Bizzle, who is a station or a channel on YouTube, and she is a sustainable. She attempts to live sustainably, and since the pandemic, my whole life is around the pandemic. I attempted to be more sustainable. So, has it been 3? Is this our 3rd year or 4th year?
I think we're going into our
3rd? I think it's our 3rd.
Yeah, 2019 was when it started, right?
2021? No. 2000.
2020?
Yeah.
No, because my dad died in 2021, and it had been over a year that the pandemic.
But it started in March.
Right, but it's been over a year since I'd been in his apartment because they wouldn't let me in.
Okay, and we used to do it in February because it had the fewest days.
That's when
But we decided this year we would start in January. And what the challenge is that you get rid of items that equal the day of the month. So today is January 1st, so we will each get rid of 1 item. Tomorrow is January 2nd, so we'll each get rid of 2 items. And by the end of the month, so because it's January, it'll be almost 1,000 or maybe over 1,000 items. And it gets tougher and tougher because in the beginning, we had a lot to get rid of. We had a lot of stuff. And we still do. But it's things that bring us joy. Before it wasn't things that brought us joy. This year I want to try to find people that want the items as much as possible instead of giving to Goodwill or ARC. And I haven't discussed this with you yet, but because I'm learning that only about 20% of what you give to Goodwill and ARC end up being sold. The rest, the 80%, goes into the landfill anyway. So I'd rather just put it on the neighborhood site free.
For sure.
And see if anyone wants it, and if not, then take it to Goodwill for that chance to give it away that way. Or if anyone else has any other ways that may work. And if it's like a blanket or clothing, I will gladly do a homeless shelter, or we'll really do research more instead of just loading up our car like we've done in the past and taking it to ARC or Goodwill. So,
although I have been known to give away hats and gloves and cigarettes on the side of the road.
Yeah, and that's one thing we want to do as well this year is we have a bag full of toothbrushes, and we want to create little gift bags with them.
Yeah, you don't give somebody a toothbrush without toothpaste, so
right.
We gotta invest.
We gotta invest in some toothpaste and maybe lotion, and I mean maybe at the Dollar Tree, though everything's $1.25 now. I'm gonna keep saying that, guys.
And I have a spoiler alert because it's who I am. By the end of the month, I am really taxed with coming up with the amount of items for the day of the calendar.
Well, like the end of the month, we have to give up 31 items each.
So sometimes I give away a book and count each page as...
You do. You
but wasn't that clever?
That was so clever, but I am not allowing it.
Okay, but I just thought of
that was so clever. But we have never done our laundry room or our hall closet.
Or under the bed.
Or under the bed. or I know there's the garage.
Yeah.
So there are definitely
The attic.
the attic. I don't know if we could get to the garage because of the weather, but there are places we could definitely go through again. Definitely the laundry room. I just keep moving stuff around. I was hoping to do a video to get that sorted, and organized. So, but we wanted to take you along on what we get rid of each day.
And also I have a story.
Oh,
yeah,
good.
because it's from yesterday. We said I was going to tell this story. The roads, people on the road have been beyond rude and beyond civil and beyond rational. And it's been scary. And yesterday I was fearful enough that when Sue, we decided what we were going to have for dinner, and I wanted, I guess, special bread, not sandwich bread. So I said I wanted to go into the store, and I also had a script to pick up of it. And so Sue said, I'll just drop you off and then call me when you're coming out. And I said, okay. But I was kind of afraid to go into the store because, well, people shop like they drive.
And it was crowded.
It was crowded. So I was a little bit afraid, and I even asked myself, is a loaf of bread that's not just regular old sandwich bread worth getting shot over? That was my mindset. So I go into the store and I get the bread and I go to pick up the script and the pharmacy's closed. Okay. So I'm coming down the aisle to get into line, and the self-checkout line is really long. So I just picked a regular line where there's a woman with some stuff and then the next woman, and then it would be me. And as I was coming, another woman came from the aisle right next to me and went in front of me and then looked and said, "Oh, are you only buying one thing?" And I said, "Yes." And she said, "Well, go ahead of me." And I said, "Oh, that's all right." I said, "That's all right. I'm not in a hurry." And she said, "Well, neither am I. So go ahead. I'm going to go home and take down the Christmas tree. So you have one item." I hope I imparted my gratitude and appreciation to her. And I stepped in front of her, and the woman in front of me turned around. She had most of her stuff up on the conveyor belt. And she goes, "One item?" And I go, "Yeah." And she goes, "Just put that up here. I'm going to pay for that." I looked at her and I said, "Well, I'll pay you." And she goes, "Just put that up here and put your wallet away." I was like, oh my goodness. I was, again, kind of overwhelmed with
Not used to that kind of.
I was just so, like, that doesn't happen anymore. That and after being on the road with Sue, not that her driving was threatening, but I was just a little bit overwhelmed. So I thanked her, and then I ended up, so I put the bread on the conveyor belt, and I turned to the woman behind me, and I said, "Thank you so much." And I told her my name and shook her hand. And I turned back around and I said to the woman in front of me who was buying my bread, "Thank you so much." And I shook her hand. And then I realized I'm supposed to call Sue, and I didn't have my phone. And I thought, oh, well, maybe that's my karma. I get the bread bought and lose my phone. But what I found out instead was that I got Christmas presents bought the day before, and we can't find them. But it's all good, because what happened yesterday with those women was, I'm dramatic, whatever. I don't mean to be, but it was touching.
And restores some of your faith in humanity.
Yeah, and I don't even like humanity.
Right? But that there are people that are still trying to do good. Because I'll tell you guys, driving, I don't know if it's everywhere, but here people are so aggressive and entitled that I'm afraid to drive sometimes. And I drive, well, I am an old lady, but now I drive like one. Because I'm scared now. I give a lot of room because people are cutting me off all the time. I'm hyper focused. It's just, I don't know if you notice when I'm driving in videos, I'm always like, geez, oh,
how could they not
making
notice?
all those noises. Sir. Jesus, sir. Yeah, it's just scary. But we're good drivers, so we're aware.
She speaks of the dings in the car. Oh, yeah. I didn't do them. They happened.
So, and we're doing our Christmas with our kids today.
We're so excited.
Yeah, we can't tell a secret, but we will soon.
So we each chose
our items.
Our items. And given that I lost 3 Christmas presents of the same item, Sue said, I'm sure we have some of that out in the garage. And so that's counting as my item today. And I am giving it to someone who will appreciate it. But Sue one-ups me all the time. So she's giving away something that's a set, which means it's 2. I think that's me. So I had to grab something else that I didn't even know I had. And so it's definitely been there for years. And I obviously haven't missed it. So I have a set of stuff to give away to. Just not matching.
You're going to be so sad on the 31st that you gave away 2 things on the 1st.
I had a plan and you said no.
The book. Count the pages.
Yeah.
Guys, I'm putting scarves. I made some more snowmen. And I'm putting scarves on the felt. I made felt scarves. Work way better than the material scarves.
Oh, I guess that means they are flat.
They just lay better, I think.
Okay. All right, so I'm going to show you what I'm giving away. I bought 4 of these the other day.
You came home with 1. Or it's...
No, I came home with 4.
Well,
I can't find...
Came into the house with 1.
I can't find 3 of them. But this came out of the garage. I cleaned it up. It hasn't been opened. So each... like I would have given one to Carter, 1 to Emmett, 1 to Lane, and 1 to Bethany, but I don't have that anymore. So each couple gets 1. And then I was looking. I just needed it to be something small. Now here's the real tell. So this is what I discovered, and those are treats. It's a hole puncher, but I have another one.
I think I have a few of those too.
Who needs 2?
Who needs a hole puncher anymore?
Right. So anyway, that's going to someone who wants it, or
give it away.
Hopefully not a landfill.
Yeah. All right. And I am giving away snowman ornaments to our kids.
Are you counting each bead? Yes.
Yeah. And I'm kind of sad because I just bought these in the whole kitchen.
When she buys online, she has to do this quite often.
Yeah. So these hot pads are so cute. They're like lemons and they match the yellow in my kitchen, which people don't like tile in kitchen anymore. And I'm going to regrout it this summer. but I love the tile. I don't want to get rid of it. I love the yellow tile. I love the 60s feel of it. So I just keep accenting it. But these are stiff. I need to wash them. They have chocolate on them. They're stiff. You can't, like, you have to work to get them to grab things. Like, you have to physically use one hand to, they just don't work. Like, they would work to put, like, as a trivet, but we have a ton of Francoma trivets, which is the pottery that we collect.
Not anymore. We don't collect it anymore.
We have a collection of.
And if it's something we don't...
Very rare.
Yeah. No more plates, no more cups, no more...
In fact, we've broken a few recently.
That was sad.
But yeah, so I am going to wash those and see if anybody needs them online. And it's a set of one. I mean, it's one set of two. So
I didn't want to be outdone.
And hopefully we get rid of a lot of Christmas baking goods today.
We're sending them home with the children.
Yeah. So I got to get back on my weight loss and exercise journey. I haven't swam in a week. And I'm feeling it. I'm just feeling my stomach is just not liking me.
Or me.
Few days of filming to show you what we get rid of.
Sort of like she did the Christmas presents I had to deliver.
What?
You kept showing that I hadn't delivered the...
Oh, because I was filming out in the living room and it was like, oh, there they are again.
And then you didn't.
Then I forgot to say, they're gone. So she was like, go back and show them. You were cute. So our puppies are so loving today. Otis. Jumping Jack Flash. Jumping Jake Flash. Hey, Otis, can you sing? Otis. Oh, Otis. Can you sing? So tired. It's been a long day. Otis, sing. Oh, okay. Hi, everybody. We are back, and it is just us. We've finished our family celebration and did not vlog any of it. It was just nice having the family all together. We haven't been together in a while. So it was just nice having us all here, and our son and his girlfriend got engaged this morning at 1:01, not even 12:01, not even 12:01. He waited until the ball dropped, but when she turned around after saying Happy New Year's, he was on one knee. So we are so happy for them and for us. We are blessed with somebody that completes him and is a wonderful mother to his children. So we are very pleased, and she's a good friend to us. So
You got bored, Mom.
It's like a child, a toddler. You have to keep him entertained or he's going to interrupt us. They're so tired, and so are we. So we were just coming on to say good night, and we'll be back in a couple of days with more Messy to Minimalist challenge. I don't know what it's called. I'll try to figure it out. I think it is like Messy to Minimalist challenge. That's what we'll call it this year, 2023. The Messy to Minimalist challenge. We will never be minimalists, But if we get rid of 1,000 things, I'll do the math tomorrow too and figure out how much it would be.
I once was a minimalist
When?
before I met you.
No, not when I moved into this house.
That's not a story you're telling today.
You had a lot of stuff when I moved into this house. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, you didn't know me in 1990.
No, I didn't. You're right.
Oh my God. That was 33 years ago.
Yeah. Our kids weren't born yet.
You're one of them.
But we were.
You barely.
I was in 1990. What was I, 24, 5? 2? I don't know how to do math. It's too late. I gotta go to bed so I can finally swim tomorrow.
We'll see.
I know.
I'm going without you.
You have all week.
I'll miss you. A little bit.
I'll miss you too.
Little bit.
Did you see all those dishes I've saved for you for in the morning?
You want me to do the dishes?
I'm just kidding.
You know I'd try.
I know you would, but you would kill your hands.
Well, then don't put it on tape.
It's not tape, it's vlog. I'm learning the lingo. She doesn't do dishes because of her
Oh my
dry
gosh.
skin. Your dry skin. Her hands get really, really chapped and dry. And mine do not. And I like to do dishes. It's my therapy.
When Sue talks too much, her lips get chapped and dry.
They're chapped all the time. Oh, all right, everybody. We are going to bed. We will see you in our next video.
Sweet dreams.
And grand awakenings. Stay safe and don't sweat the small stuff. Bye-bye.